Hello and welcome to the stream. This is Fella Jack, and tonight we are going. Voice is already gone. Hello, Glenn Bixie. My voice is on its way up again. Sorry. I'm going back to the Pacific. So let's load it. I made a few little changes to my voice is going. Jesus. I made a few little changes to my raft. So I've now built it with nice pretty little rails. Obviously put the chests on it. Built a couple of walls with the banana leaves. Obviously built 2 enclosures. So there's a cooking pot. One. And my backpack in there. Right. Here's the thing. Notice that the cooking pot was in this left-hand enclosure. If I pick up the raft, drag it back, drag it forward, it's still there. This happened. I don't know if it's going to happen again, but it happened earlier. I use the Q. The A button, spin this thing around. The bloody cooking pot fell out. Let's just not spin it around. Why? Just get rid of these 2 things. So if I pick this up, use. Why is it not spinning now? Where's that coming from? Can I just get rid of these 2 bloody things? There is nothing. So if I put raft up, stop it now. Use A, Q. When I was trying to do this earlier, the bloody cooking pot fell off. Let's see if it's still there. Oh, now it's gone. So, and the backpack's gone as well. Why is my... Where the hell's this ship going? Well, this is strange. That never happened before. Let's go in reverse. Let's go back to the bloody island. My backpack. I don't know where the cooking pot has gone. So I've lost a cooking pot and lost a... Just lost the cooking pot. So... Well, my voice, I can say it's not going to last. I thought the whole idea of having these 2 enclosures, that's not even the same place where I friggin' was it? Now that is strange. That's put me somewhere else, hasn't it? Tell you what, let's just load it back in. So my understanding originally was these enclosures, you could put loose items in it and you wouldn't lose any of it. But apparently not. One of my big bugbears for this game is I wish there'd be more clear and precise in what the frigging actually mean. So apparently these enclosures are basically a workaround. The reason behind that is it's all to do with the collision boxes and the physics of the game. As far as I was aware, built this extra level, put the enclosures around it so it could store stuff. And the reason I reckon they should have done that is when you're actually sailing, because this is high enough now, it doesn't affect the loose items inside of it, so we don't lose them. That was my understanding. Now they seem to have changed that tune. They've basically said, yes, you can have them enclosures, but you're not supposed to put loose items in it. So what's the freaking point of them then? Why go through all this fucking crap of building them when you can't, like if there's a point, I'll show you something. Makes something silly. Where's the coconut? Must already be kind of pretty. I'm looking for a coconut. This one. That's a rock. I just don't see the point of having these containers basically if you can't put loose items in them. So what's the point of them? That's all I can say. It's just naff. But a while back it says, oh yeah, you put loose items in and all this malarkey. And that's how it's just basically a workaround to get over the physics problem and all that sort of stuff. Which I said fair enough too. I thought, right, let's just do that, and that's why I built them that way, etc, etc, etc. Let's see if this happens, because they also said if you can't lift the raft up, the loose item that you put in shouldn't be there. So what's the point of putting that loose item in if you can't lift the raft? And oh, I've lost train of thought there. Yeah, what's the point of having that loose item if you can't lift the freaking raft? Because they said if you can't lift the raft, it's not going to work. So let's put coconut in here. So the coconut's in there. So I can't lift the raft now. And did you see how that backpack went up in the air? So the coconut's gone. Cookie pot's still there. And the backpack's gone. So I honestly do not see the freaking point of having this coordinate. So basically what they're saying is you can't have any loose items. So I still really can't lift that. So the backpack must be lying about somewhere. Big houses. I can't see it anywhere over there. Can't see it there. So just do not see the point of yeah, and I know you did, but I was understood that if you build these freaking compartments, you could put things like buckets and that in there, and it'll be fine. But after speaking to some of them in the Discord, they all turned around and says, no, you're not supposed to do that, you're a freaking arsehole, and it was only intended as a workaround, all his bollocks. And then they dropped the bombshell. You will love this, Glenn, you will absolutely love it. They turned around and said you should never really lift the raft. Rafts aren't meant to be lifted. When you pull to an island, you're supposed to have a dock and berth the raft at the dock. I thought, all right then. When you're going to produce an anchor, just in case, because if you start off the game, follow the arrow to the island where you're supposed to go to, you get the map and the compass and all that malarkey. You then build your raft. You then set off to another island on your raft. Obviously, there's no freaking dock there. So what are you supposed to do? They're saying you shouldn't lift the raft for whatever reason. What are you supposed to do? So you take the raft to another island. Or you have to build one yourself, apparently. So you build your raft, travel to the next island. Obviously, there's no dock there, so you beach the raft, and it's like me and probably other players, we would drag the raft up onto the beach just in case it floats away because there's no anchors there. Because I've had that before where I've just left the raft at the water's edge, went and got some food or chopped a few trees down or whatever, came back to where the raft was supposed to be, and it's halfway out the friggin' sea. So it just really baffles the shit out of me why they're saying now you're not supposed to lift the raft, or you shouldn't lift the raft. You're not supposed to use the Q&A buttons. All that bloody descriptions and all that bloody bump they produce is use Q&A to spin the raft around. So why say one thing and say another? That's my biggest problem with this fucking game, is say one thing and then get you to do another. Exactly, Grant. Exactly. I'd be quite happy to is have the raft. I'm going to pull up to the shoreline, so it's still in the water, throw the anchor so it doesn't float off, and away goes, do stuff at the island, knowing that when you get back to your raft, it's still going to be there. You shouldn't have to build a fucking dock at every single frigging island. You'll be there for frigging years. It's just madness. It really frigging is madness. It fucks the crap up in there. It really, really does. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm debating whether just to leave them up there or just dismantle them or what. I just don't know. Yes, something I want to try as well. That many planks of wood lying about. Right. When you jump on the raft sometimes, you hear that little thud, thud, thud. And I was even asking about that. And this is all, it's because of the floor. This is what you need to do is build your raft and then put a wooden plank floor on it. So it stops that thudding noise. That really irritates me. See, I can't even get up this frigging ladder either. I have to jump. But even when you jump onto the bloody this plank, yeah, it's. But anyway, there's me whinging bitch for the day. One thing I was going to try, but probably not on this end because I can't see any palm trees. I was going to try and make a raft with a wooden floor. We'll probably do it on the next island. So, do I leave them bits there or do I freaking remove them? What I've always done, it's just shoved them in here, which was becoming a pain in the friggin' arse. That's why I wanted these bloody wooden containers. Because when you're out at sea, it sometimes rains, and it's nice to catch some water. So it's let's go and sail at one island. So I want to just try this other thing. So my solution, I don't want to be building freaking docks everywhere. So I'm just going to reverse away from this island. I gotta, yeah, we'll turn that way. Let's go forward. I'm also trying to find the island where I spawned at. So I still haven't found a bloody map or compass yet. Just go that bloody island away here. So yes, I'm a bit peeved with the game today. It's spent freaking hours yesterday rebuilding this raft, making it look nice and fancy, only to be told you shouldn't be freaking putting recyclings up there. I thought, what's the freaking point? Really do not see the point of it. Apparently you could build a second floor and put things like your coconut holder, other stuff up there. And I thought, why? Because you don't need to carry all them coconuts if you've got barrels of bloody water. It's chests or crates of bloody food. You don't need all that frigging stuff. And I wish it would be a frigging Anchor Glen. I really do. So we don't build a dock, sorry, in every island. And they're saying you have to use docks. So you're going to put up an island. They said not use the Q&E keys to spin the raft around anymore. Do you have to sail back to that island? You have the dock and unload and load there, which I just think's pretty useless. I'm sorry, but it is. It's let's just put myself on this bloody island. What I'll do here is I've had to wait for anchors. I want the basic mechanics sorted out first. Problem with the basic mechanics then is they come round with these, oh, this is just a quick fix to do it temporarily, blah blah blah. And when you do it that way and what they recommend, within like 2 weeks, oh, you should be doing that. And I thought, well, you know, you just told me to freaking do it because the mechanics aren't right. Make your fucking minds up. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever sort out the mechanics on this game. I really don't. So, if I had an anchor, then I'm just throw the anchor over the side, knowing that the raft's still going to be there. So I haven't dragged it like they suggested. Not to drag your bloody raft anyway. Obviously I've been on this island before because I've got all this bloody coconut crap. I'll try to find the island that had the arrow on it. There's something else I want to show you. I don't know if this will work. I don't think it will. But it's just what they recommended. But why not just fix it? Exactly, Glenn. A quick fix won't be any good when they change something else that affects the same account. Exactly, Glenn. You hit hammer, hit nail right on the head. They know the issues, so instead of coming out with these pretty quick fixes, there's no bloody pallets on here. I don't need the wooden floors, right? That's what I'll do. Where's my raft gone? Let's see. Chop down a freaking palm tree. Don't know if this will work. According to them, it should which was really happening on how they said it should do. Not found any bugs. What were the quick fixes or just in general? It's just so infuriating that they say this is a quick fix to get around it. When you do it and then say, well, why doesn't that work? And they say, well, that's just a quick fix. You shouldn't really be doing it. Or should make their fucking minds up. It really pisses me off. Right. These. Using branch. Got a base mechanics right now. These other support and imported it to the Mac. I was only adding more like a medium update. Need a thick branch gun. Do. In axe. Axe. Where's my primitive hammer gone? I thought I had a primitive freaking hammer. Oh, because I do want to be freaking good. Bash this bugger again. So there's a basic raft module. From that yard, or that ad, other ad, I need to see the freaking words. Add other raft modules to it, blah blah blah. Now they reckon that bit of flaw to this. So, Bargo, there's nothing in here that allows me to build a floor. There's nothing there. The only way is through the building. So even if we go to put a basic wood floor, that won't fit on there. Right? The only way I know how you can build a floor is to put this thing in. And that still won't go. So pillars on. I should press the bloody shift key, shouldn't I? 2, 3. Oh, let's chop your bloody pop food down. Straight on the freaking top of it. Lovely. sake. Right. Uh, uh, so usually you then let's thing in. That's pretty. So I need one trunk. Why did that do that? Oh yeah. That done. So I should now be able to add. They won't add it. Why not? That's the way you see to build it. Not build it the way they said. Ah. Back a duck. So you can't even put that in it. So I just do not see the point. Plus it would make the raft really, really heavy. I wish people at Discord would have come up with some stupid fucking ideas like this. I did build a freaking double check. So it must be there. So that doesn't work. I think that's moved off the shiny. I've been trying to find on their Discord, there's a video beat that was made to which I did that come from? That one, wasn't it? Freaking next. To show how you build this dock and wrap around it anyway. It's but I just think it's a nautical way I have to build a dock at one main island, then go to an island, come back. That island, go to an island, come back. think it's silly, crazy. Why can't I? It's not even come up friggin'. That's me over there. So why can't I press U to friggin' sail? Don't let me say mast, so I can't even pick up this bloody raft. Let's take these things out of here. Oh, now I can freaking climb up there. I can't even pick that up. Ah, this game, what's going on with you? Yeah, you've got to build it. Even now, can you've got to build it. See, I can't even press U. Freaking sails. It's this file's bloody corrupted. It's how I can't find anything now. Well, that was strange. Now I can do it. Let's take this. Now let's walk the ladder. Pick that up. Show it to me bloody knacky new box. Put the top with normal buildings and just put Byraff next to it. Dot in the game then. It still is a dot in the game, Ken. You have to build it. You literally have to build it yourself. Put that island over there. So my question is, I'll need to watch that video. I'll try and find the video we did on Discord. See how they built this dock. So if you've got a big raft, that's 5 modules long. That means you're going to need quite a big dock. So how would you freaking build it? Because the only way you can build is put the foundations down. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Being stupid. Looking where this starter island was. There's nothing on that island. Yeah, I know, Glenn. But I'll show you what I think of that. It's probably not the right island to go to freaking explain it. Sure, I mean, I get this island. Surprised I'm not freaking hungry. I'm thirsty by now. Anyway, how's the weather, Glenn? And are you streaming tonight? Sure, what I mean about building a dock in my head anyway. Right, rant about the game tonight, isn't it? Wow, hurry up. Oh, the island. Uh, see what's down. So if you put the island straight on like that, obviously you want the dock to go out that way, yes? So just put all these down. So if you want the dock to go out that way, that means you need to have the foundations there. So if I go like that, so we need to find, put the wrong foundation because there's no bloody palm trees on here, is there? It's a bollocks. Very typical. Let's remove them foundations and put the tree trunk foundations in. I've been on silent before. I've been on this island. Hello BLG, how are you? Oh, this is the original island I spawned on. Right, so there's a arrow, say, go, I presume it's that island there. When I went there, I couldn't find a map anyway. So let's remove these foundations. Let's build some of these foundations. We just save it here since I'm here. Oh. Where's my tool bag? Back to my freaking tool bag. Oh, there it is. Let's go and chop a bloody tree down. Any freaking tall trees you do with it. Ex-wife was a great anchor. I'm not going to ask why BLG. Right. Let's see if this works. All right. That where they are. Right. Hammer it 4 times. You know I'm going to compass, don't you, Dan, don't you? Drop that there a sec. Put your tool belt on. Grab your hammer. Drop this. Hit it once. Yeah, did. So that's that built. this here. So now, since some foundations are in, you would probably build do I have so I need that wooden trunk there. Where's that tree I chopped? Oh, for God's sake, where have you disappeared to? Where's the bloody gone? It all depends which way you bring your ship in, Glenn. Because to bring it in, so it's, I don't know which way you built your dock. Bloody axe. Where is it? I've got to chop down there. Let's chop this freaking thing down. I want a bloody log, man. Because you can't mix and match these freaking things yet. A tree there. Finally. Dark under the water, closer to people. Stop that there a sec. Drop that. Where's the hammer? Pick that up. Pick this up. So here's my problem, Glenn. I can put another smoke on the water. I wish it freaking was. I could put the other 3 pillars in there. Right? But let's just do it. I don't think there's going to be enough freaking trees on this bloody godforsaken island, though. Oh, God, used to. The puns are coming out now. Are in there. This is where it gives any freak thick branches, is it? I want a thick log, thick thingamajigs to hold my brain. When the dogs believe I'm smoking it on the water, I think you will need all 4, yes. Yeah, I know I did, but I'll show you the problem after that. You idiots. Swim back, I'm gonna freaking die. Build. Simple trunk pillar. One there. One there. One there. Smoking on the dollar. Been a long time since I smoked on the dot of a beer. Trust me. It's that one there. Soapy bloody voice. I need a friggin' smoke to get my voice back in action. Come on, get me away. Oh. I'm not to shove in, then I'll show you my problem. Or perceived problem anyway. There is the first of dock. Maybe I should have built that closer in, but so get in there, man, you little shit. So now we need to put this in. So this will fit there, or it'll fit there. You can't have it so go there, or it'll go here. Airplane dig them. So if you pull up at this dock, two questions spring to mind. A, you'd have to jump onto the side and then jump onto the dock. B, how'd you tie the raft to the dock? There's another question for you. Do you want me to go on, Glenn? And even if you built the dock on land like you did, I can't remember how you built it. So if you built the dock, say, starting here, going along that way, you'd have to bring the raft in at an angle, sail in, which is fair enough. Take practice, but you can do it. But How do you still tie the raft to the dock? Answer me that one. Because you know what mechanics and the physics are in this game. Unless you'd have to build now you do your measurements with build a dock that side and dock this side and just sail it right in between them. Then the only way the ship could go is backwards. But depending if the tide's coming in or out, because every seafront has a tidal pattern. So no, I'm just being too that I suppose about the game. But I just do not like that information when it's saying do this, then no, don't do that. I was just temporary fix, blah blah blah. I need to go now. So it's just the right thought. See, because there's not enough trees on this island to build a big enough dock. I'd have to go to an island where there is enough. Oh, I missed it. Right, had enough whinging. Plus my voice is not good again. Don't know why that keeps happening. So, but I did go to that. So there's two islands, one to the left and one to the right. So it mean that island there doesn't it? Right. I'm going to leave it there, folks. I know it's only been a short stream, but I can see my voice start to go again. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Mr. Bixley. I'll see you in a bit on your stream. Thanks, BLG, for popping by. Much appreciated. I'm not going to ask any more questions on the Discord because they say one thing, then a week later they're back and say something else. So I don't know. Right, I shall speak to you all later. Bye for now, folks.